Hey you guys, so today I'll be explaining how to do standard deviation. Hopefully I could dumb it down a bit for you guys. I know if you're probably watching this video, that means your teacher probably can't explain. You were probably in that class for an hour and you still didn't get it because your teacher sucks. No offense, but most teachers do. So yeah, let's get started. Actually, before we get started, I know that many of you probably are thinking to yourself, when the hell are we gonna actually use this in real life? And to be frank, probably 99% of you will never use this. But we gotta pass our, I don't know, either you're in AP stats or whatever math course you're taking. But yeah, for many of you, you will never use this. But you still gotta do it. So hopefully I can dumb it down. Hopefully I can dumb down this equation for you guys. And yeah, let's get started for real now. Alright, I know that for many of you guys are probably looking at this equation, the standard deviation equation, and probably saying, what the hell? Because it looks so abstract. It does, but it's really simple once you really get the hang of it. So yeah, let's get started. So this S, first I want to explain the different parts of the equation. So this S right here, it just stands for the standard deviation of a sample. You don't really have to worry about that too much. It's not going to come up. Just, yeah, you don't worry about it too much. And then this M that looks like it's flipped, this flipped M, or this crooked E, it basically means the sum of, and you also don't really have to pay attention too much to that either. Yeah, just don't worry about it. So the parts that you do have to worry about are the X. So X basically means, X is equal to the data points. So data points would be 0, 3, 8, 9, 10, 14. And I'll go into more detail with that later on. And then another thing you have to worry about is the X with the line over it. So basically this is equal to the average or mean of the data set. So average and or mean, whatever you want to call it, of the data set of data. And now the N that's down here, the N is equal, sorry for my really bad handwriting, but it's whatever. Hopefully you can understand it. So the N means the number of data points. So that's what it really means. So that's it broken down, the standard deviation equation broken down, and I think if you see it as this, it'll be much easier to understand. So let's actually get into the solving. First things first, you want to find the average, or X, the X with the line over it, or the mean of the data set. So let me calculate this real quick. So we have 0, okay, which is basically nothing. So we have 3 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10 plus 14 is equal to 44 divided by, it's 6 data points, which is 7.33333333. So basically, write it down here. X with the line over it is equal to 7.33. Alright, now that we know that, it's time to get into this portion of the equation. So what you want to do For me, I like writing everything out. If you're more of a mental person, that's fine, but you're more likely to make mistakes, but it's up to you. So what you do, x, so we know x are the data points. So the first data point is 0 minus the x with the line over it, which is, we found out, which is 7.33, minus 7.33 square root is equal to negative 7.33 squared, which is, let me calculate this, there, 7.33 squared, so negative 7.33 is 53.73. 53, oh yeah, that's a bad 5, 53.73, round it up. So I'm gonna solve this real quick so I don't waste your time. I'll be right back. Alright, now that I've calculated all of them, as you can see here, so next thing you want to do is you want to add all of these up, which is, when added up, it equals to a total of 127.34. So what you do with this number, so basically this basically equals all of this top portion. So now what we do with that number is we take 127.34 and we divide it by n minus 1. Now remember, n is the number of data points. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 minus 1 is 5. So 5, and with the square root. So I know that for different teachers either it's n minus 1 or n. So be careful about that depending on what your teacher wants. Make sure you fit their needs. So it might be n minus 1 or it might be n. Whatever the case may be, and just make sure you're doing the right, I don't know, the right steps, I guess. So yeah, so now that we have 127.34, you want to divide that by 5, or for some of you it may be 6, but divide it by 5 and we get 25.46. so we get is equal to square root of 25, so bad, 25.46. and when you find the square root of that, so the square root of 25.46 is equal to an estimate of about 5.05, and that is basically standard deviation. And yeah, hopefully that helped you guys. I tried to make it as simple as possible. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment down below. If it did help, please leave a like. I would appreciate it very much. And if you want to watch more videos, please subscribe. Yeah, so that's it, you guys. That's the standard deviation. Hopefully that helped, and peace.